Okay, and we are live. Episode 5 of Our Time Is Now. And what better time than now for it to be ours? And I want to give a special shout out to my guest today. I have an extremely special guest for you guys. He goes by the name of Jehry Robinson. And if you don't know, well, you're about to know. So be sure to tune in. I'm going to ask him questions. He's got a debut album coming out under his new label, Strange Music. Some of you may know, some of you may not be hip to it, but if you don't, go get that hip replaced because you're bound to find out eventually, right here, right now, tonight. So, I'm about to give him a call. We about to get things going. Thank you for stopping by the show today. I promise you this will be a show that you will not want to miss. So, tune in, kick back, do what you got to do. Get your little snacks. Get yourself a little bit of water if you need that. And we're going to get right into it. So, yeah, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. In this corner, weighing in at 195 pounds, he is from Long Island, New York, the Challenger, Time Warp. However, from here on and forever, our time is now.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you? Okay, it's all set up.
What's going on?
Okay?
Cool. What's happening, bro?
Nice shirt.
Yeah, you
nice
know,
shirt, man.
one of the OG ones, bro.
That's the OG too. Fuck yeah, that's a good way to start, man.
I do need to get a new one, but that pre-order, you know, as soon as that pre-order
that was
comes,
way more special than the new shit, bro. That's the OG, dude.
Yo, my step-pop's birthday is on the 21st. I might just order him a pre-order too.
What's up, man? I appreciate that, bro.
But
hold on. Do you have any way to throw this on like a speaker or some shit? Should I put a little earbud in?
Speaker. Let me try.
You just throw the Bluetooth speaker on. So
Okay, this might work. Hold on. Hold
so
on
we
one
ready to
second.
go? We rolling? Are we rolling?
Oh yeah, bro, we rolling.
Word, man. This is like Joe Rogan. Y'all just start.
Yo, I mean, that's really what I wanted to do was just try to create a platform to put people on. That's why it's our time, you know. But
word, man, I like that, man.
I want to start. I appreciate you coming on, bro. My mentor actually told me, you know, just reach out to people, and I was like, you know, I know you're super busy with everything going on right now, but super blessed to have you here.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you said was the last sentence? My bad.
Oh yeah, I was saying, I know you're super busy, and I just appreciate you, you know, being able to make some time to get on here, bro.
For sure, bro. Of course, man. Anything, I like whoever your mentor is. I like that, bro. Just reach out.
Yeah, man. You know, it's a new lane, but I see you doing big things, and I was talking about you on one of my first episodes, and I was talking about your game plan for the first 300, bro, and how brilliant that was.
Yeah.
You know, to build that core base.
I saw that on Instagram, man. I saw that.
Yeah.
I woke up and I heard y'all talk about that, man. And it's much appreciated that shit even goes noticed, man, and people look deep enough to understand it. But yeah, that whole thing is just SBA, man. You know what I mean? The team. That's really like a lot of Tara's brainchild on the you know, on you know, kind of like me saying 300 people and Tara just having this vision of like we gotta print up CDs, man. We gotta print up CDs, and I thought it was crazy. I was like, you know, why are we gonna print CDs in 2016 or 2017? Like nobody has a CD player, but she just had that vision, and that shit just came together, man. You know what I'm saying? It just came together. It's organic shit.
Yo, she's your backbone, dog. We noticed that too. We noticed that, you know, like she stand by you and like she's your support system. And I was like, yo, this is like power couple of the year right here. Yeah. But
it's definitely it's a unit.
Speaking of CDs, bro, I came across this. I was redoing my room recently, and I came across this joint that I printed up, part 456. And I remember I had to ask you, I was like, dude, I know like like people's music is their livelihood, but I was like, can I burn a couple of these, just hand them out to people up in Ithaca, this area, and try to get the word of mouth out? You know, just try to spread the name. This is
I remember, man.
Voodoo
that's
hustle.
The realest shit in the world. Like, honestly, that's what I credit. Like any kind of like success that we have now, I just credit to like people like you, just taking time, 2 years ago to be like, yo, this is dope. Like, I gotta help you get people to hear this, and I appreciate that, man. That's really good. I remember that, dude. And I remember always just saying like, hell yeah, bro. Like, hell yeah,
dude. It's
go
just
ahead, press that you want.
You step outside the norm, and it's just nice to hear some other shit than this recycled bullshit that we just constantly being spoon fed. Like your diversity is on a different spectrum. It's amazing.
That, I don't think I go in with the intent to do that or be different or be diverse, but I just go in with the intent to like do whatever the fuck I want and just like let the music be my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? The music is just what goes on in my head.
Yeah.
And that's the way I could articulate it to the world. So it's like, yeah, I appreciate you resonating with it even back then on 456. Tell me I appreciate that shit, dude.
Yo, I was gonna say, bro, on any chance for the day ones or anybody who knows, bro, is there any chance that we'll be hearing a release for like a 7, 8, 9, 10 as like a mixtape side project, or did that all like accumulate into what's now chapters 1, 2, 3?
So that's crazy you asked. So if you've been really, really following with like the first 300 people, you know what I'm saying, it's a very niche little thing. We've been like dropping little hints along the way. So it's been like an Easter egg hunt type thing in all of the chapter 1, 2, and 3. So if you notice the rib cage, there's a 7 hidden. I don't know if you know this. If you zoom in, there's a 7 on the rib cage. So that is technically part 7.
All right, I see.
So it lives on to the people who know and give a shit. We made sure that we didn't leave them hanging.
Oh yeah, it's subliminal, but
yeah. So 7, 8, 9 is chapter 1, 2, and 3.
I figured something like that.
The album, there's an X on my watch. Even if you zoom in on the album cover.
Yeah, I saw you post that.
So yeah, so that right there, that X means 10. So the album really is 10. So from 1, 2, 3 on, we have not stopped the movement, and we kept it. And you can look, there is a 7 in the rib cage, there's an 8 in the antlers, and there's a 9 in the bridge. We kept it going literally the whole time, and if you look, you will find the little hidden gems in there and shit. So that was for you guys, bro.
Genius marketing.
We want to make sure we didn't lose the focus of why we were doing this, and the reason we started doing it was because of you guys. And the support, like you burning CDs 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying, and handing them out on your camps, whatever, like crazy shit, bro. So that type of support was like, yo, we definitely won't let that go. I noticed, dude. That's the whole foundation of this shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's just amazing watching you grow.
Appreciate it, man.
Just seeing it. I mean, like doing shows from you rocking 89 North. I didn't actually make it to any of the shows, but I think I seen it on like Snapchat or Instagram Live, and then now doing like whole Midwest.
Well, all the coronavirus situation, like I would pay 89 North to do a show there right now, man.
Yeah, I know.
Being on that stage, being home, like that, I felt like we were actually, we had an idea of planning something like that probably would have occurred by now. You know what I'm saying? If this didn't happen, but we were like, that was a thought. Like we can't wait to get that, and it still ... continues, man. We definitely want to get back to 89 North, bro. And that'd be a huge announcement. You know what I mean? That'd be a huge move, bro.
Soon as you get back to doing shows, bro, in New York, I want to do I got a couple promoters up in Ithaca. I want to see if we could get you to Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, Ithaca, just upstate New York, take it by storm. And then you could do the island shows and the city shows, whatever you got down there. Just do a New York circuit or tri-state area thing.
Man, you let me know, bro. I'm down. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, what's beautiful about it is, even our situation with Strange, shout out Strange Music, dude. It's like everything is a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we have an opportunity or an idea or something, it's just boils down to business, man, and understanding what's right for everybody and moving forward, because Strange is independent, dude. Second Travis, they make their own rules. You know what I mean? They do what they say. So power, man, and that's what we always want to be a part of, and we want to become. You know what I mean? So it's an inspiration, and it's like stuff like that. It's some hometown love shit or whatever. It's not like I'm in this deal now and I'm trapped and I can't go,
Oh, yeah,
do
of
these
course.
things. Even down to being able to facilitate the 7 and the 8 and the 9 and the album covers, and passing that type of stuff through is really dope. That they have an understanding of like, what it is and who I am and who we are and FBA is like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, hit me up because I'm always down to come through for the hometown. Always.
Yo.
That's my heart.
I mean, strange, bro. Like, I remember, it does suck with the whole touring, but you've been consistent just dropping the projects after projects, which a lot of artists found time either to get creative during this time or lazy during this time. I mean, what was it feeling like working with Tech Nine, who's like a global titan in hip hop, bro, like worldwide?
Yeah, bro. Shit, honestly, obviously I came up, just always knowing Tech Nine is a legend. Like, when that name was mentioned, that's just the word legend follows to me, you know what I mean? So just to be around dudes like that, it's like steel sharp and steel, for me to feel that way and then him to reciprocate that and say, yo, I feel the same way about what you do.
Yeah.
It's almost like I told him at that point, I was like, I can go home now. You don't even need to make a record because I can go home with the confidence or the reassurance of like, damn, my idols are becoming my peers. You know what I'm saying? So pretty fucking crazy, bro. Pretty wild experience. And the first record we did, on the second verse, I literally said, I don't know if Trav told Tech yet because I had some previous meetings with Travis O'Gwen, and me and Tara flew out to Kansas City, and we told them all about FBA and everything. The first 300, we told them all about. We were all excited and shit. And he kind of saw the vision, and he just felt the energy and the vibes with us. But I hadn't really linked personally with Tech. Tech went on the road. He was busy, so I hadn't had a chance to like personally meet him. And so on the song that he wound up getting on Daylight, I didn't even know him. On the second verse, by the time he wrote the third verse, a week or two later, we were homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, it was just an automatic like boom.
Working.
And yeah, being around that just fuels you, man. It's like put my tank from E to full, dude. Get back in the studio the next day and be like, damn, this record's crazy. Tech Nine come through with the verse, and it's just such good energy that like what I do is try to like channel that, like bottle that for the next song. Like, let's take all this energy and when we're finished with it, let's just make a new song. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something fresh. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to the point where he'd be like, yo, I got this record with Flatbush Zombies, and I'm like, yo, what? Like what, bro? Like with Flatbush, I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. I mean, we from New York, bro. You know what I mean? Like Flatbush is the shit, bro. So it's just crazy opportunities come from that. You know what I'm saying? From being around people with, and now he's got ideas where he's like, I hear you want, like I hear your voice on this beat. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to work together in the past. So that's the most beautiful thing in the world. Now organically, you don't even realize. It's just like things just keep adding up.
Creative energy going off creative energy.
That's it, man.
Ping pong,
you know what I mean? And
bro.
yeah, and it's not, it's not like a pressure thing at this point because it's like, I think there's like a found respect for, what I do, and I have profound respect for what everybody at Strange does, and Tech, and shout out Chris Calico, and JL, and Joey Cool, bro. Like, some of the dudes that I've been around, ISO, like, all these motherfuckers are the elite.
Yeah.
So, just being around that, you got to step up. You got to bring your A game. You can't come in weak, bro.
Only fuck with elites, and Jehry Robinson is that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, like, I was just in the studio with Mackenzie Nicole, and she is like her own burst of energy and a whole different vibe and a whole different refreshing take of talent. You know what I'm saying? She's just immensely talented and dope, and it's just crazy. Like, every person that I get to be around feels like, all right, I feel like we could all do something special. Every person I meet within the family, it's like, wow, we could probably do something special, and you can't really fake that shit. You know what I mean?
Networking is what it's about, and I mean, I talked about this on a couple shows too, and Ego is my favorite track, by the way, and I discuss this a lot, is that rappers tend to get big heads and can't separate themselves from their ego, or like they get like the, I'm the shit, I'm the bomb, I got bars. It's like, fuck all that, throw that aside, and open up and start working with other artists. Reach out, even if it's somewhere outside your style, outside your element, just try something new, because you never know when fucking magic is going to happen.
Never, bro. And the expression, treat the CEO the same way you would the janitor. Like, you don't know who's got the next idea. Like, you don't know what what artist is going to be the biggest artist of next year. Like you don't know these things. People who say they do, the old industry heads, and people act like they understand the shit, but like especially like anything you knew, even with the coronavirus and the whole COVID-19 restrictions and the situation now, in the life we live in, whatever you knew 6 months ago, like throw it out. Like we need to adapt. There's new rules. There's new regulations. There's new ways you need to learn to move. And if you're not open to do that, you're gonna die out here. You know what I'm saying? And not just, not physically, but figuratively, in business and in the industry, like you'll probably die. You know what I'm saying?
Adapt and evolve.
Yeah, you have to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's like that's the type of stuff that I can't deal with. That's the ego. I know how to do this, right? I did it. Well, you did it before the world went into a pandemic, and you were able to, do different things, do more shows, do more tours. So how do you really know better than I right now? In fact, I might even know a little better than you because I've never done it before, right? So I'm fresh, and I'm looking at it from a different perspective. I'm not looking at it like, oh, okay, we can't go on tour. I'm like, well, I never really been on this big of a tour anyway. So this is where I'm at. Like I never got fully out of the mud. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to this territory, and I'm used to navigating being in the mud. You know what I'm saying? So the people who've been out of it for a while that understand, this and you got to go here to this. Like, well, that's not what we cannot do those things right now. So we need to evolve. We need to not have the ego. We all need to listen to each other, and everybody teach you something. Even the guy on the street that's homeless, that's facing hard times, like he could probably tell you something that you could learn from. You know what I'm saying? Like in general, everyone has something special or something that you don't know that can help you. It don't matter who they are, and I believe that. And maybe I'm crazy, but I truly believe that shit. So egos are nonsense.
Yo, it's crazy you say that because I went to Norway like 2 years ago with my grandmother, and it was a time when there was a lot of refugees coming into the country and shit. And there was this one dude walking around, a lot of beggars, like people begging and stuff, but there was this one dude who never really asked for money. He just like maybe want to smoke or something. And I sat down and cracked a beer with this dude, and I don't know what language he spoke, but we cracked a beer. We're just drinking beer, smoking cigarettes, and people walking by just looking at us, like, the hell's this going on here? And it was cool though, because he pulled out his passport and he was telling me like about his family. I guess like he was like Babu or whatever, son, daughter, Turkish, I think it was. And I looked his daughter up on Facebook, bro, because I had a smartphone and he didn't. And he was like, that's my daughter. But she wasn't active in so long, I guess, from her page. But like he was just happy to see her photo. And I don't even know how fucking long they were separated, dude. But I remember his name was Lerner, Lehner or something like that. And I just was like, fucking, what are the chances, bro? Like this little technology can connect some guy in the street, people looking at me like, the fuck's this kid doing?
Exactly, man. And if more people understood that you're not special at all.
Yeah.
Like you're not special at all. And anything you do have, like it's not really yours. Yes, we work for it, and yes, we're all uniquely individual in our own ways and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, when you have something like to look at it like this is just mine. It's like if I have a top 10 album, right, or I have a fucking album that fails, it's not just me who has a top 10 record, and it's not just me who fails. I got people that are willing to fail, that are around me, that work with me every day, like Tara, like my boy Tom, the whole FBA, Watch, Read, whatever. Like my fans, they're willing to fail with me. You know what I'm saying? They're willing to fail with me. So when we get any success, I want to share that with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about me. Mm-hmm. So it's like, have an ego is to say like, this is all me, and not acknowledge that, there's a whole slew of people that worked really hard and had a vision, and, like Travis O'Gwen and Tech Nine, all the way up to them. Like, they have a vision too, and they want to fulfill it. So it's like, who am I to walk around with like an ego, like this is all mine? It's like, nah, man, there's a lot of people involved.
Like, so you're building this empire, but you're building it with other people, and it feels nice to, do things for other people too, as opposed to just being like that narcissist, like me. It's all about me,
Yeah, it feels better to give than to get sometimes, man. You know what I mean? And if somebody tells you they can put it alone, they're full of shit.
Now, is there any chance that we're gonna see the Jehry Ritz feature?
Jehry Ritz, shout out to the homie Ritz.
Yo.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm not one. I know Ritz well, and got to kick it with him a few times. out in Colorado and shit.
I think that would be a bizarre track, bro.
But yeah, but the thing is, I told him too. I was like, yo, you know, I'm working and I got a lot of stuff on the plate, but I'm never one to just be like, yo, I'm just gonna push it. I'm just gonna give all these. Like usually when I have a feature, it's like, yo, it's gotta be okay. It's gotta be real. You know what I mean? Yeah,
or let it organically happen, where one night you guys are just in the studio fucking around, some shit comes on, and then you both hit it, and you're like, yo, this is magic. You know, let's make this.
So yeah, I would definitely say fuck yeah for the future, but exactly on the buzzer just yet, man. Shout out to the homie Rich.
Sounds
doing
good,
your thing, man. Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. Now I'm not sure. I Cut Calhoun. I met him at a show a few years back in Poughkeepsie, New York, with my homegirl Whitney Payton, and I don't know if I'm not mistaken. I think he was like one of like the original members of Strange Music. Is he still with the label?
No, I think he separated a couple years ago.
Okay.
I think he went on to other things.
Did his own thing.
But
yeah.
I don't really know too much. I've never.
Yeah, I mean, he was a cool dude. He was humble. You know, I was like front row at the show, and then he got off. He had drinks with us and shit. We were just chopping it up, and I was like, yeah, bro, aren't you with Strange? And he was like, yeah, you know, I was like one of the first members, whatever, like one of the OG members and shit.
With Tech and Chris, I know in the beginning, early on, man.
Yeah.
The OG, man.
But
shout out to him, though.
You know,
I never got to meet him.
You know who I'd love to see you on a track with, though?
Who's that?
R.A. the Rugged Man.
Oh, shout out R.A. the Rugged Man, bro.
I could just picture you singing, like spitting some shit, and then him going crazy machine gun rap, and then you just hit him with the bars, too, on top of that shit.
Yeah, and what's crazy is we both, you know, from the same area and all that. And,
that's what I'm saying, you know? Hometown, well, kind of hometown, mid-eye.
Right, that's what I'm saying. As I said, so I would love to link with him. I never met him though, and I don't really even, you know, have a plug or anyone. I'm sure, like, if I reached out, you know what I'm saying? If I reached out, but
I might be able to. Like, I had contact with his sister D, and I had him on Facebook a while back, but I don't know if he still uses it.
Yeah, like I'm about the organic vibe. Like when I make that beat, because I produce and shit. If I make that beat and I'm like, oh, this is rich right here.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is R.A. right here. Like when I feel that, I get DJ Khaled on him. Like I'm like, yo, who we need to talk to? Holla at R.A. Let him know I got the fucking record of the year for us because I can't even contain that excitement when I'm in that zone.
Oh yeah.
So that guy is going to win every time. So it's like I used to try to force that guy, but when that guy's not there for a record or for a project, it's like that's not the project or that's not the record.
Yeah,
if it's gonna be all right. I'm not sure. You know, I mean, I'll do that back and forth. Don't get me wrong, I'm an artist, so I hate it one day and I love it the next day. But you know, there's certain songs like, no, that's the move. Even when I think I hate it, I'm like, no, I know that's the one. So yeah, so it's the same thing. You know, like if I'm in the studio and I hear that R.A., if I hear his tone or his cadence on something, I'll be like, hell yeah. But
just come in, start spitting, start playing the keys.
Top 10 album he had recently, man. He's doing his thing, man.
Yo, yeah, I think that's like the first album he dropped since like 2013 or something. Legends Never Die in 2013, and the new album was pretty hard, actually. I only listened to it like from beginning to end twice, but a lot of dope features on there, bro.
Yeah, I thought so too, man. I think he's finally getting, the props.
A little bit of recognition.
Like, yeah, give people their flowers before they die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think R.A.'s in that good place, and people are finally starting to open their eyes a little bit, which is dope. So,
now when you started producing, bro, I mean, did you really start? Because I know you probably started just rapping, right? Or you started producing first.
No. I started rapping,
and then the producing. Did that come with like parts 1 and 2 and 3? Like, was that like when you started? Because I remember you like, I'm producing MIDI sounds or something.
Yeah. That was around that time. I produced 1, 2, 3. So I was producing a little bit before that, and just like literally learning how to produce, bro, because I was writing it, and I was even like in situations where I was writing these like high-end record label, situations where they were sending me production, and it was like good production, and then I had to go back to writing the beats that were like, like it really figure it out, bro. So it was a really big learning curve. And Tara used to come in the studio and be like, "Oh, this is a Jehry beat, right?" I said, "What do you mean a Jehry?" Like, no, it's not like producer friends or anything. It was your beat. I'm like, "How you know?" He's like, "I can just tell." Like, I'm like, "What, because it's bad?" So it took like a little while and a lot of persistence and fucking dedication to basically produce that project.
But you could see the elevation, bro. Like the steps you came. Like Heart Set is one of my favorite songs, like ever. Like that shit. Just no matter when I play that shit, when I'm in the car cruising, road tripping, fucking depressed, happy, sad, whatever the fuck. Heart Set is like one of my favorite jams, bro.
It's so cool, bro, because like people now, like I think Part 456 has an extra like 250,000 streams in the past like 5 months.
Yeah.
Like 250,000 people that didn't know it, that know it now 5 months. It's 2 years old, 3 years old, whatever. So it's like, that shit is really fucking dope, bro. And like, I noticed, you know, a lot of people sharing that. And like, I say, what's your favorite song on the live or something on like Twitch? I go on Twitch every Wednesday and shit. So it's like, I go on these streams and I'm like, yo, what's your favorite song? It's like a mixture. It's like a lot of the new stuff, of course. And then it's like Heart Set. And I'm like, wow, y'all just learned that one.
Dirty
yesterday.
Laundry too, bro. When that shit came out, I was like, yo, this shit's like radio fucking ready.
Yeah, that was the first record I produced, man. That's the first record Tara was on with Jehry. Like this don't sound like a Jehry beat, but it is Jehry.
Yeah.
I was like, what you mean?
Just coming in, bro. I was like, yo, this dude is on some other shit.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And none of it on purpose, you know. It's just always like I'm just trying to just stimulate what's in my mind and get those shit out. I live with cadences since I was a little kid. I walk around singing melodies and shit like any kind of Disney movies or just shit that I still sing all day. There's songs that I sing all day. Some of my own songs, they're just melodies. I'm like haunted by melodies, you know, all day.
It's a gift and a curse, though. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. It sometimes you could be like, it's too much on my plate, but then you'd be like, shit, I'm blessed that God gave me this talent. You know what I mean?
Well, there's definitely a balance of that. Yes, bro. Like finding that, like, and then learn how to shut that off, which I'm still learning. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then that conversation, you know, I also, my mind is set on something, like I said before, like, I'm going to do it, you know, I'm going to try to win at all costs. I'm going to die out here trying to fucking get it done.
You're winning, dude. You're winning from where you came from. From the, you know, from getting evicted with all your shit by the curb to, you got this fucking amazing ass studio you're chilling in. You got all this talent around you. Like God said, you know, I'm going to give him the shit right now, but once it's shoveled, he's going to stand on top of that pile and the fucking world's going to be his.
Hey man, I appreciate that, bro. That makes you feel good. But at the end of the day, it's like not to ever congratulate yourself too much, or like every time you achieve something, every time I get an accolade, I just look at somebody who has a better one. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get like that one. You know what I'm saying? Like now I got this one.
But you're also humble, dude. You're super humble about it, because I never see you like bragging. You still interact with your fans. You know, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, fucking the Real Ones group, whatever it is. Like you're always answering back. You're doing, what is it, Twitch now? What are you, #1 player in the world, Tetris or something? I had to check it out. I was like, yo, is this for real? Like, what? Tetris?
Yeah, because like, you know, I feel like y'all think it's like I'm cool or something, and like I talk to y'all, but like y'all talk to me, man. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm a weirdo. So the fact that y'all fuck with me, like it makes me feel really good because I'm fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
All artists are, dude. All artists.
So I don't look at it like that. You know, at the end of the day, it's just like, and then I'm also super emotional, dude. Like I cried during Free Willy 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? When that whale goes back, bro. Every time. So it's like
when that really fire's going, bro. When the fire's going, they're trying to save him out the oil.
Michael Jackson, come on, bro. Yeah. But anyway, it's like, yeah. In that way, it's like I really, really get emotional about this shit. It really does make me feel like I can't explain. It's just human. It's so much human emotion, and just saying like nobody is. I don't even judge on what they do. Like, oh, feedback. You know, I'm a recovering addict. I'm a gym teacher. I'm a fucking CEO. I'm like, cool, but what we talk about is why they interact with my music or whatever that is. So it's only, you know, it's on that level, and I know them as this person that, you know, is open or sometimes comes and shares something to me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can't explain it, man. And I definitely get too deep into it. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I can't be answering all these people. I've given my number out a few times to people who were, you know, on the edge and suicidal and stuff like that, and just give my number out and say here, and then, you know, been like, damn, I don't know if this person's trying to scam me or, you know, I gotta be careful too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
especially because you're getting to that level, like, where you're gonna start getting super fans who are super crazy too. You know, like some NSYNC type shit, boy band type level.
Right. There's a difference between like, you know, I'm here for you and I got you. And if you need anything, hit me up. And then there's a difference between like, yo, I know where you live already. You know, I'm making, you know, I'm in the front of your house and whatever. So that's two different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
so
it's a fact.
You gotta learn
it comes with the territory, though. You know, it's part of the business.
Yeah,
but
and I'm all about learning, man. I'm all about figuring it out. We'll figure it out as we go.
So I want to do this little segment. I got these PodDecks from one of my sponsors, and pretty much what I do is I got these random cards. This is a game I play called Blame It on the Cards. I just started recently, and I'm just gonna ask you a couple questions off these cards. I don't know what they are. I'm just gonna pick some random cards, just answer them real quick, and yeah, like they're gonna be like what the hell questions. So like don't blame me for what the hell they say.
Okay.
But
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
All right, bro. Let's check this out right quick. So number one, yo, would you rather your voice sound like Elmo or Kermit the Frog?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kermit the Frog off the rip because he got a little more bass.
Yeah, I forgot what Kermit even sound like.
Yeah, nobody took that serious. Sound like Elmo all the time. I'm gonna go with Kermit.
Can't have that coming out, Jehry. Next track, like Elmo's World.
Yeah, definitely Kermit.
Yo, would you rather have your jaw wired shut for a month drinking out of only a straw or wear an eye patch for a year?
Damn. I'm gonna go with the month, man. I can do anything for a month.
Yeah, the jaw wired shut. You'd be trying to do some Kanye in the studio.
I gotta do it for a month. Because then you got no eye for the whole year, man. I got shows and shit like that.
You be Sailor Jehry, one-eyed Jehry.
Bet.
Okay, all right, I'm not really a fan of this one. I don't like to get political too much, but would you rather have a road trip with Donald Trump or O.J. Simpson?
Oh, shit. I don't know if I got opt out. I don't know if I got opt out on this one, bro.
Yo, at least Don might gonna kill you, but you're gonna hear him yap his mouth the whole time.
I'm gonna take an Uber walk, like,
Jehry, I am so great. I can make your career so great. I can do big things for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an Uber on that one.
No doubt, yo. Yo, if humans came with a warning label, what would yours say?
Oh, I talk a lot. Seriously, I talk a lot.
All right. Warning, I talk a lot. P.S. I make music. You gotta get yourself the well. This is like just a scrap one, but explicit thoughts.
Oh shit, that's dope.
That used to be like my old joint I used to run with, but I'm switching up to the hour time now. But yo, this question actually fits you perfect. What strange thing would you like to happen at your funeral to make people laugh?
Make people laugh at my funeral.
Strange.
Yeah. Fuck. Maybe like. I don't know. Maybe when they see me on the prayer, it's like a whoopee cushion or some shit. I don't know if that's
just pop. Just sit up like the Undertaker, bro. Like, you know, like, is this strange enough for you?
When they go to say their final goodbyes, it sounds like they farted. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll laugh at that. I might do that now.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Now this is something I mentioned to you actually. I wanted to try this new segment, LOL, Loved Ones Lost. And it got me thinking one day because I was just like, you know, everybody, we lose people and like we look at photo albums and it's not so often people look through photo albums anymore now that things are digital. I don't remember the last time, aside from my grandma's this past weekend, when we sat down and looked through the photo album, like remember this, remember that. And all the people that we've lost, to keep their memory alive, I want to just start people talking like a memory of someone who was close to them. That like a memory that just made them laugh their ass off, like die and laugh and keep their spirit alive, you know?
It's crazy you say somebody who was passed.
Well, I know Michael, your cousin Michael was close. He's been on numerous records, so I mean, it doesn't have to be him. It could be anybody. You could do more than one if you want.
I need to say this, man, because I was just sharing this thought with one of my homies. So, shout out to my boy Kyle Larson. He was my barber and shit back in the day. I grew up with him, but one day we were in high school and he just slammed the table and he was like, "Fuck!" as loud as he could. So the whole cafeteria turned around and all just stared at him. And I was like, "Yo, what's up, bro? Like, you all right? Like, why'd you do that?" And he was like, you know, quote unquote, he said, "You know, sometimes you just gotta be like, fuck." And explanation. And I was like, dude, you crazy. But like, I think about that shit all the time. And I'm like, there's some kind of truth or genius in that. And he passed away, R.I.P. Kyle,
Yes,
man.
sir.
He passed away like last year. And I think about that shit all the fucking time. So if you can hear that, and it makes weirdly, right? The older you get, the more you're like, yeah, you got to point to that. Sometimes you got to just be like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, on those days. So, yeah, man, that was just a random. That was literally last night I was sharing that. So,
That's
feel like,
dope.
why not, man?
Yo,
Shout out to Kyle.
memories are like a time capsule, bro. Pictures are like a time machine, but when pictures and videos and shit isn't there, bro, the only thing you got is your brain, memories. And I said it in one of my songs recently. I said, I'm just laying this all on record with the hopes that one day you'll remember, like when I'm long gone or the day I get dementia or some shit, when I start forgetting that it's all there, bro. Like I started doing a lot of storytelling music and telling stories, and I had people like, well, no one's going to relate to that shit. And I'm like, I don't really give a fuck because I'm doing it for me,
That's it, bro. That's it right there. I always say to Tara, I'm like, yo, this is just me putting my thought of right now and what we're doing and our life and all that on record and how I feel. So no matter what happens to it, if it goes up the charts, if it sells, this is just a documentation. This is just a journal of my life and where I'm at this point. So I can, not only can I listen back, but when I'm gone 100 years, my grandkids can listen back.
Yeah.
And hopefully the whole world can listen back, right? That's the goal. Why would that not be the goal? But if it's not the end thing that happens, it's like, yo, I'm still documenting my thoughts. And people could, 100 years from now, go back and almost have a conversation with me.
Generational.
And if you doing, yeah, so it's real shit. Intergenerational.
That's it. I mean, even if it goes 3-4 generations, who knows, man, how long humans are going to be here if we keep fucking shit up. But your grandkids, great-grandkids, whatever it is.
Tara uses the term intergenerational. And somebody said that in our Twitch stream. She comes on with me. Say what up to?
Yeah, it's my homie.
What's going on?
Joe?
What's word?
Like Joe, it's a cool question.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming on, setting it up. Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, I appreciate you always, dude. It's about his music, though, because, that's literally my mission in life is to have, every single person, one by one, know the music. That was my goal from day one.
Spread it.
That's still my goal today. So
it's getting harder because a lot of the rooms we moving in lately, they be like, oh, I like the project. She's like, oh, damn.
That was
Yeah.
my favorite part. My favorite part was to be like, yo, this is Jehry Robinson, listen to his music. You're going to love it, I swear. And
Yeah.
now it's like we go to places and people are like, oh, I listened to the whole I know everything.
Like,
and I'm like, damn. It makes me feel good.
Yeah,
so
so,
I appreciate you.
No problem.
Levels,
I don't know if you heard. I told Jehry you're his backbone. You're the biggest support system you got,
He's literally the most talented human I've ever seen. And musically, it's just it's the only thing in life that I came across that makes me feel like I'm on drugs. Like Molly or something, and I'm sober. And I'm like, this music literally makes my blood feel intoxicated by how great I feel.
Yeah, that's good though.
That is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? But even that right there, in the current world or the I guess more like the old school game, it's like a relationship is taboo. People have wives and be like, yeah, I'm single to all the ladies. But the thing is, if you listen to my music and you are someone that I am, speaking to, then you understand my situation and you know who the fuck I am.
Of course.
So, you know what I'm saying? That it's a beautiful thing to have that transparency in my life, to be like, here is what I'm doing, here's how I'm doing it, and then when the fans receive it as as real life, and they get it, you know what I'm saying, and it's cool. It's just dope, man. I was always told I needed a gimmick, I needed something, I needed a I was always told that, you know what I mean? I think that in Golden Gates, I say, stop looking for an image and make my image my image.
Jehry Robinson, real name, no gimmicks.
Yeah.
Bro, but it's dope. You have someone to grow with. You have a life mate, someone to grow with, someone that you're going to expand with, bro. I think, the people who are really only miserable are the ones that want to play those little games and bullshit. I'm in a relationship, but I'm single, I'm over here. They're not doing nothing with their lives. They don't see the future where, this is where I want to be. This is where I'm at now. And you got that, you know?
I couldn't say that my situation would work for everybody or anybody else.
Yeah.
I can only speak for what we out here doing and be myself. And
That's it. But you know what you want,
Yeah, for real, man. For real. So, That's it, and that's important, bro. And you know, go back to the hometown shit. Like we've been talking to you, like right when I told you to your face, right when you said, yeah, we're gonna set it up, da da da. It's like I seen it, like okay, and then you went back to the CD thing, and I'm like, yeah, okay. So like I remember the people that were there at that point because it's like a different thing. Like as soon as I heard, you know, that you were a fan from back then, I felt like, oh, that's family.
Yeah.
That's just a family vibe.
It's dope because I manifested it, bro. And when I reached out, like right before I reached out the first time, dude, like I told you, like my mentor told me to just do it. But like I had a dream. You guys were in like the convertible you were in the music video type joint. And I like just walked, I just like walked over and I was like, yo, what's up? Like, you ready to do this or some shit? And then like I woke up and I was like, what the fuck are we ready to do? And I said, a fucking show, bro. Like that means set this shit up right the fuck now. So I think that's when I reached out.
Just don't expect anybody to ever say yes. Like, don't ever feel important enough or let your ego think that someone should ever say yes.
Of course.
Because they don't have to. But you don't have to not ask either. You can ask anything in the world. Like if you want something, it's as simple as saying, here is what I want.
Because if you don't ask, it's always no.
Right. And also the most important thing, which you think would be the simplest, is like, well, you had a clear vision, right? I want to get Jehry on this situation right here and do this podcast, right? Most people go into it, they don't have a clear vision. They're making music because why? Because they want to blow up. They don't have a clear vision of exactly what this project is going to do. What is the point of it? Where is it going? Who are you making it for? What is the plan? No plan. I'm gonna just make this shit go out. That's not gonna work. But if your plan is I'm gonna contact this person and be able to put out an album by the end of next year, and then you contact that person every day with that hope, then you have a concrete vision. When you tell that person, why are you blowing me up? Why are you contacting me? You say, because I'm trying to put out an album with you by next year. I want to get that done. That person will either be like, a lot of times, no, that's not gonna happen. All right, what can I do to make it happen? Not okay, sure, okay. No, what can I do? What else can I do?
What do I got to do to get to that next level?
Yeah, that's it, bro. And if you just maintain that constantly, you will win every time without fail. It might take you 5 years longer. Listen to what I just said. Not 2 months, not fucking a year. Probably 4 or 5 years, sometimes 3, sometimes 10.
You gotta grind, bro.
You will win. You will win. It will just take you longer. It took me a long time to understand certain dynamics and shit. It also took me a long time to learn fucking the regents in high school, bro. Like I was in the math situation. I don't know math, so I had to take extra classes. It took me longer than the average kid to learn the same material because
of course.
Not
you still
I
got
learned that. I wasn't just too longer to learn it. So like this is the shit. It took me even a long time to learn some of these things, but I was willing to take that time, and I never expected anybody to ever call me back or give me shit. Ever.
Sometimes your genius is different though. Like you might not be good with numbers, but look at you with the English language, dude. Like
always good in English.
You know what I'm saying? Like fuck these numbers, but you give me a dictionary and some words, and I'll write you a novel. You know.
Right, and that's why what's important about the hip hop game. What he did for me is like Eminem back in the day. He has a line like, "What about math? How come I wasn't never good at that?" And I remember being, whatever I was, like I was like a little kid.
That's me.
And I was like. Yeah, I was like, me too. I'm not good at math, Eminem. I'm just like Eminem. So I don't even realize, I forget that. Sometimes you forget why you're doing what you're doing. And then there's these kids that hit me up and say certain things about my lyrics or whatever. And I'm like, damn, yo, that's like when I used to listen to Eminem. Like, I used to feel the same way. And I'm this older guy.
Now that's you, bro. Now you're going to have these little MCs looking up to you. I mean, shit, bro. I do, and I don't think I'm that much younger than you. I just turned 29, actually. Shit, I thought I was gonna say 28, but 29. And you're like a couple years older than me. But like, even like kids my own age, peers my own age, like John, me and Bellion went to high school together. We graduate the same year, and I saw his growth too. Was like, he had to start out doing bar shows, JWs, and then he just.
Dude, that dude is incredible, and he kept me going a lot too, man. And I got to link with him a few times, the past couple of years, and just came up, did some records back in the day when we were younger, you know what I mean? But even him, bro, he always kept me inspired, and I always look at that as inspiration, and to be like, oh wow, I used to sit, we used to sit and play on the keyboard,
just little beats and shit, yeah.
And wrote number 1 hit records and shit. So yeah, it always kept it right there in the distance, and then. To link with him back in the day a couple years ago, and he actually was one of the first people. He's like, when you started talking about production before, he was like, yo, you producing beats yet, Jehry? I was like, what you mean, yeah? I was like, no, I'm just still writing and whatever. He was like, yo, you could probably produce some beats, bro. Get yourself like a MIDI keyboard or whatever.
Just
and I was like, you know, looking at his success at that time, that was like after he had written The Monster.
Yeah.
Eminem and all that. He was like, yo, go do that. I was like, all right, bet. And I literally, like, it was one of the things. So it just takes sometimes someone to actually accomplish something that you're looking to do and then speak to you on a human level and be like, yo, you should do this, you know? Taking that advice, putting that ego down and going, cool. And, yeah, shout out to John, man. I definitely look forward to it.
Yo, I would love to see you two get on a record. I said it for a while now, for a couple years. I was like, shit, yo, that would be like my dream record. Just two dudes, same spot,
I would love that.
Work it out. But yo, you're going to get there one day, bro. I feel it. I got this energy that I feel, and I just feel it. Like, I've just seen you come this far. Album drops August 21st, 2020. Go pre-order that. What's the website?
Yeah.
Just strangemusic.com?
Yeah, music.net. Yep.
.net.
Music.net. Strangemusicinc.net. No, I'm sorry. Oh, relax. Okay? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Google
man.
that shit. I said it. I said, yo, if you don't know the name, Google it. Jehry Robinson.
Strangemusicinc.net is a pre-order link. It comes with a T-shirt and it comes with a brand new bonus track.
I'm gonna throw the link in the description anyway, so don't worry about it. I'll cover that.
Heard the bonus track yet?
What's up?
We're gonna hype up the bonus track right now. Have you heard it?
Yo, dude, I was gonna pull it up on my tablet, but I wasn't sure how you'd feel about it.
Oh no, yeah, that's dope. I mean, I just want to know how you feel about it. So if you haven't pre-ordered the album, people at home.
Oh yeah, dope. I think, dude, the only thing that I gotta say is the reason why I was tight is because I was like, fucking one song, man. I gotta wait 3 weeks.
I like that, bro.
Yo, I was like, yo, like I could let me just put it on repeat right quick, and I was like, yo, dope as fuck, but I just need the whole project right the fuck now.
Right. It's coming, man. I think it'll be as soon as later. We got a lot of videos, a lot of songs, a lot of content on the way, man. It's about to be an avalanche of music.
I'm so hyped for this shit, bro. Like I think like the day it comes, I'm just gonna have like a little listening party, you know, get some Happy Tree and just kick back and just chill and just vibe.
Right, yeah, sit back with an 8 to some loud.
How many tracks we got? Do we know?
What you say?
How many tracks?
21. 21
tracks.
Bonus track.
All right.
21 tracks.
20 with the bonus one.
That's it. One bonus. That's how it went down, man. I gave you 20 tracks plus a bonus.
And
you are that he is doing like a listening party exclusively on Twitch. The Wednesday of the album.
Okay.
So anyone on Twitch will definitely get kind of a sneak peek on some of the records too.
I've been doing it on Twitch. Tara is my co-host. She's on the Twitch with me, and we do like a little listening party vibe. It is fucking wild. It is like a family reunion in that motherfucker. Come in there, actually.
I got to get on Twitch, bro. I'm a little slow. I downloaded the app. I made an account. I haven't checked it out yet.
A lot of my fans did not know about Twitch at all, and then winded up downloading. Like even the first 300, the fans, like they didn't know about Twitch, and then they downloaded it. So they downloaded it and we rock like every Wednesday usually.
I just seen it from like links that you sent out like in the groups, or like when you're doing Tetris and stuff. Like I've clicked on it and watched it through the browser. But I did download the app. I heard it's gonna be like the next YouTube though. From what I hear, it's gonna be like YouTube's competition, right?
It's anything, man. Shout out to Twitch. The whole Twitch community has embraced me. I have been number one on Tetris, like you said before, quite some times. And I mean, I'm not that serious about the Tetris thing, but it's just. I think it really just boils down to finding a fun ass game. But I am nice with the Tetris because I grew up and my
playing
mom
that
had
shit.
She had this little Tetris thing that was like
the handheld portables.
And she used to play it, but when she wasn't playing it, I would go steal it from the drawer, and I was obsessed with it. So, you know, I got a little nice with the Tetris in my age. So so we in this bitch.
Cool.
Tetris.
Yo, like sounds good. All your handles at Jehry Robinson.
JEHRY ROBINSON, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that.
At Jehry Robinson, like that. FBA the team, FBA the new regime, taking over with Strange.
And, I appreciate you shining some light on some local talent and people that are just trying to do their fucking thing, man. Thanks for supporting that.
No problem. Yo, thank you for coming on. You know, it helps the show a lot. And, give me a couple years to, hopefully not 5 years, but give me a couple years to really get my craft right and shit. Maybe we'll do a song someday.
Hey, man, I'm always open, and I tell everybody that.
I'm stuck in that writing shit. I got like 800 pages of written shit, and I don't know where the fuck to begin.
Well, I think sometimes you gotta just take time to sit down and narrow that shit down, bro.
You know what the hard part is? I be out on the bus writing, be out in the city writing. It's getting into the studio, and I got a fucking home setup. I'm a scatterbrain.
You got the mic and everything over right there, bro.
I'm a scatterbrain, dude. I'm fucking working on like 5 different types of books. I don't know what the fuck I want out of life yet. Eventually, it'll find its way.
You know what? I'm not mad at you for trying different things because you never know. This might be it right here. This might be the move. This might be the biggest fucking podcast.
I had that ego, dude. I had that ego for a long time, like throughout high school and thinking I'm the shit. I'm a rapper. I got bars. I'm this, I'm that. And then I was just like you said, yeah, you've been doing it this way. And now we got to do it this way because times are changing. And I said, you know what? Who the fuck am I? Like, okay, I'm nice at what I do, but there's a lot of other nice motherfuckers out there too, and I'd rather just kind of put people on instead of being like that same kid I was from high school. Like, time to grow the fuck up, recognize people's talents, and the world doesn't do it enough, bro. The world needs to just recognize other people more, especially this day and age, 2020. It needs to happen now.
Real shit, especially in New York, man, and I'll leave you with this. I always say this shit, like, if you have a candle and you reach over and you light someone's candle with that flame, and then they light someone else and it continues and there's 1,000 candles lit, the original person does not lose their flame.
Yep.
They just lit 1,000 candles and nothing changed for them. So understand that if you lean over and light a candle for someone, it's not going to hurt you. If anything, it's just going to help you. Now you're going to see better because it's beautiful and brighter all around.
Yeah,
so it's a cheesy way of saying, hey, show some love, bro. Give some daps. Like, you're not that fucking cool. You know what I mean? You're not cooler than me. I'm not cooler than you either, but you're definitely not cooler than me, bro. There's nobody.
Yeah,
then
bro.
when you meet those shit and you meet these fucking iconic fucking legendary people like Snoop or Tech or hanging out with those motherfuckers, you're like, yo, these people are nicer than the fucking dudes on the come up that are trying to get a feature from me. These dudes are being nicer and more humble.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, so when you see shit like that, you just understand that it's like, yo, just positivity wins, peacefulness wins always, love wins always. That's it.
Yo, we're all human. Thank you again, my man. Yo,
God bless you, bro.
Jehry Robinson, 8/21, August 21st. Go pre-order the album 2020. Shit's gonna be fucking insane. Don't say I didn't tell you so. Told you so.
Hey, if you're watching this and it came out already and it's like August 26th, we're going top 10 on the iTunes charts, man.
That's a fact.
So we don't get there, but that's where I'm trying to head. So I hope that when you see this, that already happened. Let's get it, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me, bro.
Salute, man. Stay safe out there. Send love to everybody and keep doing your damn thing, all right?
Man.
Bless up, bro. And there we have it, folks. Episode 5 of Our Time Is Now in the books. Shoutouts and salute to the homie Jehry Robinson for coming through and shining his light with us. Be sure to go Google him, Jehry Robinson. Follow him on all socials. Be sure to go pre-order that album too, 2020. If you haven't, it's strangemusicinc.net. It should be streaming everywhere on all platforms, August 21st, 2020. So be sure to go check that out. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Whether you're feeling a little down, you need to be lifted up. Whether you need a little bit of motivation or whatever you need to feel, I guarantee there's a track for every emotion that you're feeling. So be sure to go check that out. And we are going to wrap it up here, folks. Thank you for sticking with me this far, and we will be back again next week with another episode coming straight to you. 'Cause remember, our time is now.